Hey, what's happening, everyone? Hope that you are having a wonderful one out there. Hope you're having a fantastic, right now, late morning, near noon. They should call that, afternoon. They should call it near noon, for when it's just before noon. Listen, what are we doing today? We're listening to a little Faun. We're listening to this track, Tinta, live. The original track is off of their 2007 album, Totem, but this is going to be off of their album, XV, that we are listening to today. We're listening to this because it was suggested and sponsored by Yerk Fleur. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you so much as well for the suggestion from both you and Natasha. So thank you so much about that. I appreciate it. Never heard of the band. However, I love their name, if only because I can't help but think of Pan's Labyrinth, which is, I don't want to say my favorite movie, but it could definitely be argued that it's my favorite movie of all time. I love Pan's Labyrinth. I think it's just an incredible piece of work. I love the story. I love, the visuals. Everything about it. It's just one of my favorite movies. So this makes me think about that. Otherwise, I've never heard of the band, but we are going to go ahead and hear about them right now. So let's go ahead and listen to the track. We'll discuss it a little bit after. Like I said, this is a live version of that track. Here we go.
Big and extra applause for the man on the magical machine, Courtney Mitra.
Sounds like steps on top of grass or dirt. Like the crunch of the grass.
Vocals, hurdy-gurdy, Elisabeth Pavelke. Vocals, whistles, harmonium, bagpipes, Fiona Rüggeberg.
I love when everybody gets a moment on stage. I love that. Everybody just knew when to clap, huh? And specifically that, not like a... I really love that there's bands like this around who are bringing about a certain culture, a certain kind of folk sound from directly from cultural roots, like going back, bringing that into modern day, and really like taking that head on and exposing it to audiences, exposing it to different people. This to me, for example, and just giving it more of a widespread audience and attention to something that's, could have been forgotten. This kind of reminds me in the same vein as a band of like Haelung or is it Waldruna? Even though I haven't heard like a lot from those bands, but I know at least just a little bit. And it reminds me of that kind of side. However, from the music I've heard from those bands, this is a lot more on the lighter side. This is definitely sticking towards the lighter, the more melodic. This is kind of like the more airy side of everything. And I love how light and just joyous it feels. Or like those bands, some of the music that I've heard from them sound like a sacrifice. That sounds like a human sacrifice. This sounds like, I don't know, a different kind of sacrifice. I don't know. It just sounds different. Like this would be like a harvest festival. Those are like a sacrifice or something. I don't know. Anyways, I really love the vocals though. Her singing, I believe that's going to be, do not quote me because I'm looking at the album. I couldn't find the information about the live album, like the personnel from there. It may be Fiona Rugberg or Elizabeth Pavelke. One of them. I apologize, I'm not sure who, but whoever is singing is a delight to listen to. Her singing fills the air with just this beautiful color. Her tone is absolutely gorgeous. The way that she sweeps everyone into her mystical wind, and then she just sings divine to everything, I think is just absolutely fantastic. The music as a whole sounds to me very ritualistic, and like I said, in that very pleasant kind of, what's that like an incense. A musical and an incense of sound. That's what an incense of sound is. What's being burned here, and we are all just there, sitting in the circle, sitting around the fire, enjoying that. And I think that it's just a great sound that they have. What I like about this live performance is that, like a lot of live performances, you have the moments where the rhythm is set up, instruments go away, and then one by one, everyone gets a moment, and then who I can only assume is going to be Oliver Sater, who's handling a lot of the musics here. He kind of calls out the different members. You have, once again, Elizabeth Pavelke on Hurdy-Gurdy. You heard that. Then you have the recorder, the flute coming in from Fiona. Like, you have a lot of different sounds here. I mean, there's a lot of different instruments here. I'm looking at Celtic harp, nickel harp, zither, didgeridoo, bagpipes, computer, drum programming, percussion of many different types. Like, there's just a lot going on. And I'll look up really quick after we kind of talk about it a little more, what the band looks like and how they present on stage. Because are they a band like the previously mentioned ones that they dress up, they have costumes, they have set design, they bring it really to life, or are they maybe a little bit more simplistic in their approach, maybe a little bit more conventional in their approach? I mean, I can't help but think of them dressed up, but maybe that's not how they actually present themselves when they play live on stage. The percussion was also really nice. In that moments when the lead singer is kind of calling out the different members of the band, well, not the lead singer in this particular case. I really like that rhythm. It sounds like the crunching of grass underneath foot as like someone's walking. So it kind of takes us down on a specific journey, like there. Oh, it's before the clapping. Here you go. That.
Vocals, whistles, harmonium, bagpipes, Fiona Rüggeberg.
Just that little like crunching underneath, it just kind of sounds like, I don't know, like we're being walked into a forest or walked through some sort of journey. And I love the show Vikings, and this reminds me of something that so perfectly fit in Vikings. Like we're gonna look up a few things here really quick, and the lyrics are what I can only presume are in German. I'm pretty sure this is German. Let me translate this before we, I guess, dive in. If the sea were the ink and the sky the paper, even then one could not write how great my love is. That's a great stanza. That's a great line. I love you more than leaves swirl in the air, than the sky has stars and grains of sand, the seas. I love you more. This is just a love song. Then there are grains of sand in the rivers, the fish in the sea. If you could enter my heart and see my feelings, you would be much happier and love me more. Ooh.
Oh my.
That's a really this is a really fantastic love song. Forget the harvest, forget all that. This is just a really beautiful love song in that case. And let me see. I'm gonna look up something really quick. I'm gonna try this. We're gonna see something. You know what? No, this will work. Let me just look up the band. Oh, what I was gonna do is I was gonna pull up like the show Vikings and play a scene from there, but like play this music over top of it. I can't think of a scene that I want to put it over on top of, like a compilation or something, because I don't think it sounds like battle. You know, doesn't quite work. Okay, Faun and Tinta live. Let's see if we can find the track live and see. There you go. All right, we're not watching the full performance, so don't think we're watching the full performance. But I just want to see how they appear on how they appear here. Can I larger this?
Lied
There we
von
go.
der neuen CD Totem in alt, nein, in Spanisch.
They have the part, yeah. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. See that's exactly what I mean. They're definitely dressed the part. They have the set design. It looks absolutely wonderful, and it would be so great to see that live. But don't they, like this, and the music, of course, fittingly, this appears much lighter than and obviously they're different music types, so I'm not comparing the two in that regard. But see what I mean? A little different. See what I mean? Both presenting in a different side of things. Like, I just think that that's really cool how right now, 2025, we have a lot of bands like this that are bringing their culture and bringing it into like modern day and incorporating modern day music into it. I wonder, like, these are like, I mean, I can't speak for Faun because I haven't looked up where they're from. I know the language is German. Maybe they are representing like Germanic tribes or something like that. I can't speak for it because I haven't looked it up. But, you know, a lot of the bands are bringing like, you know, Viking and Nordic culture and things like that. I would love to see this for like other cultures. Like now, like I'm sure they're out there, but like I don't know, like different Asian countries, like the more cultural roots bringing that modern day, different African countries bringing that modern day, Native American, like that's just a really cool concept to explore. And I'm sure the bands are out there. I'm just not overly familiar, but it's just making my mind spin a little bit, making me think a little bit. That was good. That was good. Yerk Fleur, thank you so much. Natasha, thank you so much, both of you, for the recommendation and for the support. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Come on back by tomorrow, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.